Right, gentlemen, this is going to be a vulgar one, so make sure you got your headphones in. But you know me, I like to not hold back. I'm an open book. I like to share everything that I learn with you guys in life. So just give you the raw, authentic truth of how to live a good life as a man. So what we're going to be talking about is how you can achieve the female orgasm, because this is something that many men struggle with, and the different types of orgasms as well. I'm really going to go in detail with this shit, so please do not watch this around your family or anyone you'd have to explain why you're watching this to, right? Sit by yourself, put your headphones in, take in my brilliant wisdom and my knowledge from my eclectic lifestyle as an international playboy, ex-international playboy. I've done all the spectrum in terms of women and relationships, from the playboy life to long-term committed relationship that I'm in now. And I understand women, let's just say that. That's my credentials, that's why you should listen to me. Now, first things first, I want to jump straight into this. Many men cannot make a woman come. Right, and I'm going to be vulgar. I'm just going to say it how it is. I'm just going to say the words that are vulgar and shit in this video. I'm not going to try and filter myself or like beat around the bush. I'm just going to say it how it is, right? Most women don't come with their boyfriends. They just don't. Or with men in general, especially one-night stands. Because most men do not understand the female anatomy. They don't understand what women actually want. They don't even understand how a woman orgasms. Like the physiological response that triggers an orgasm. They don't understand any of this shit. They're brain dead. They're just dopey fucking vape. They don't care about shit. Do you know what I mean? They're just dumb. So of course they don't understand it. They don't take the time to research. They don't take the time to learn. They don't take the time to experiment and experience with different women. They have no idea what they're doing. They just go in there, tell themselves that it was good. The woman probably plays to his ego and fakes it. And then that's it. They've got this inflated sense of ego for the rest of their sexual experiences, which is a shame for everyone involved, because the men aren't really that good and the women aren't getting what they want. They're not being satisfied. So here, me being the mediator, being the messiah of the sexual dating market, saving the day, I've come to give you all some bedroom lessons. So again, you have to allow the woman to relax. That is the first thing. First things first. I'm probably going to turn this video series into a series. I'm going to make it like a step-by-step thing. The first thing I want to talk about today is just the basics, right? So to achieve a female orgasm, you have to allow her body to physiologically relaxed, like on a nervous system level. She has to be in what we call the parasympathetic nervous system, which is basically just a relaxed state. Many people, myself included, are in a constant state of fight or flight. Survivor mode, hustling, stress, I gotta do this, problems. So when it comes to the bedroom, not only do men struggle with sexual problems, they can't get a dick up, things don't work properly, they come too quickly. All of this is down to your nervous system. It's all related to the nervous system. And it's the same for women. How do you expect a woman to relax and allow her body to literally let go and surrender to you in that vulnerable and intimate way if she's in a state of fight or flight? It's just not going to happen. And I've had this a million times, and I'm not saying this to flex, like endless times women have been like, oh my God, I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't know I could squirt. I didn't know I could come from the clit. I didn't know I could come from the G-spot. I didn't know any of this shit. They just don't know anything because guys have never given them these experiences. And you maybe think, well, Luke, how are you at 24, like the guy to tell us this? How did you naturally get to that point? Who taught you? No one fucking taught me. I had to learn this shit myself. But thankfully, just the way my life has gone, I've just been involved with a lot of women. I've had a lot of experience in different areas of life. I used to perform in the adult entertainment industry. I've had my experiences like that. You know what? I kind of understand the way sex works and how it's supposed to be done. Way more than the average normal man does. So I just naturally learned from my life path and my career and the women I've interacted with and everything else. So you just get to know shit, and also just research. Take the time to actually like understand the female body and the female anatomy and how it works. A literal Google search can teach you more than fucking most men even know, and they can't even be asked doing that. Like, that's not the extent of it. You got to learn how to actually be the man in the bedroom. You can't be some fucking nerd about it. But anyway, let's get back to the video. So relax. That's the first thing. You need to be relaxed, first of all. Calm down, breathe. Slow everything down. Take your ego out of the bedroom. Your ego should never be in the bedroom because it's just never going to serve you. You should only ever go into the bedroom with, as corny as it sounds, love and purity and authenticity and vulnerability and intimacy and relaxation. If your ego's involved, you're not relaxed. You're trying to prove a point. You're trying to prove I'm this guy. I can make you come. I'm the man. You're never going to be able to. What's so ironic is the more you try, the less you achieve it. That's a life lesson for life. We all know that. But, okay, I'm going to walk you through it. You're in the bedroom with a girl. You're laying on bed. You guys are just talking. Maybe you're cuddled up. You're talking and shit. You know, it's going well. You're flirting. You're laughing. Ha, ha, ha. Everything's great. How do you go from that talking to her having an orgasm, right? Because that's your end goal, let's be honest. First of all, you got to understand that every woman is different, obviously, but many women also have a lot of similarities. Like, every woman likes different things in different ways and different pressures and different speeds and everything else. But many women can actually come in the same way, in the same rhythm, in the same type of vibe. But many women just don't know that. And their body doesn't allow them to do that because most men have given them shit sexual experiences. So because they've been literally traumatized from past sexual experiences, they now think, I just can't come from the clit. I'm just not a clit girl. So you just avoid the clit. You're missing out on an amazing orgasm, which is a completely different orgasm from the G-spot orgasm, by the way. Completely different. Women can have so many different, so can you, but women especially can have so many different types of orgasms. So many different types, different spots, different pleasure points. And what do most men do? They just, for a better term, they just stick it in. Come in 30 seconds and that's it. That's the woman's sexual experience. Of course they're fucking disappointed, bro. So, first of all, you're going to be talking to her. Lower your fucking tone. I'm not going to teach you how to dirty talk. I'm not going to be all cringy and like show you visibly how to dirty talk. You're going to have to figure this out yourself because I just don't want to do that. But lower your tone. Get a bit raspy with your voice. Do you know what I mean? And just talk sensually. Talk slower. Whisper a little bit. Like, you don't have to... Don't be weird with it. I don't really know how to say it to you and really show you how to do this without showing you. Maybe inside of my school of life, which you can find in the bio, I might show you how to dirty talk. Maybe, because I ain't trying to put that publicly on the internet. But anyway, talk to her a little bit. You're not going to go straight in with the dirty talks, but you're just going to talk in a nice, soft-spoken, little bit of a raspy, masculine type of tone. And you're just going to turn her on with your voice straight away. You can do that with your voice. You can get her wet with your voice, right? That's first things first. Again, your body's relaxed. Because if you notice that she's tense, women get insecure in the bedroom, insecure about their body, insecure about what you think of them, insecure about how they're acting, how they are sexually, how they perform. They're insecure, so insecure. And they're thinking about other things, their mind's elsewhere. You got to bring them in the present moment. You got to be relaxed. You have to be like the leader. You got to be the masculine rock that the feminine waves crash into. Relax. Calm her body down. Talk to her, okay? Foreplay a little bit. Well, a lot of foreplay. But what I mean by that is like you're going to be touching her a little bit. Take your time with it. Enjoy the whole experience from talking to her in the bed to then actually having sex with her. Like, enjoy the whole thing. And I'm going to give you a bit of game towards the later end of this video in terms of like a guaranteed way you can leave every single woman that you ever sleep with satisfied. No matter who she is, no matter what she's into, no matter what she likes. Guaranteed way. That's towards the end. First things first, you're going to relax. When she's relaxed and you notice she's relaxed, and you can usually tell by her body, her muscle contractions, the way her body feels, her voice, the way she looks at you, her eye contact, the way her face twitches in certain different ways when she says things, little subtleties. Pay attention to detail. Really be present. If you're thinking in your head, I hope I come across this way, I hope I'm going to do this, I hope I don't come too quick, I hope my dick works, I hope this, I hope that. You're not relaxed, and she ain't going to be relaxed, and just a messy shit experience. Calm down, relax yourself, deep breaths, slow the talking down, okay? When you've done that, she's going to feed off of that energy, that vibration that you're giving out. She's going to relax. You're going to help her relax. You're going to tell her how beautiful she looks. Remove insecurities. Remove anything that could be making her not relaxed. Okay? Get her nervous system into a state of relaxation, the parasympathetic nervous system. When you've done that, and her body language is relaxed, and usually you can tell down there as well, if she's wet, that's an amazing sign, right? But don't lose that, because she can get wet and then dry up again if you fuck it up. So keep her relaxed, stay present, stay slow, stay sensual, stay calm. Control yourself, composure. It's the same as being in the ring and you're fighting and a guy's literally trying to take your head off. You just compose, ducking, slipping, throwing some punches back. You're composed, you're not panicking. Panic in any realm of life other than if you literally are running from a threat is never useful. You don't need to panic, compose, calm down, okay? When she's relaxed, when you've built her up a little bit in terms of her relaxation, that's literally step one. You don't even need to worry about the physical. The physical's nothing. The physical's just like the action that you're doing. It's all mental, it's emotional, it's getting her mind in the present, it's talking to her, looking her in her eyes, making her feel like you're hearing her, you're seeing her. She looks beautiful, you're getting rid of her insecurities. You're feeling her body sensually, you're taking your time with it, yeah? Like really, really enjoy the whole process. Get your ego out of it. Stop thinking, I need to make her come, I'm really horny, I want to just stick my dick in her. Stop thinking like a fucking ape, like a dickhead, like a normal guy. Be above that shit, okay? So now she's relaxed and she's wet. You're going to take her clothes off, obviously. Again, this is vulgar as shit. I feel cringy even talking to you like this, but it's got to be done. Someone has to educate men, and I don't mind putting my pride and my ego and my public perception to the side to teach you this shit, okay? She's wet now. You're going to take her clothes off, and obviously you're naked too. And you're kissing, there's a bit of foreplay, and you're kissing her neck, and you just take your time with it. Sensual. You don't have to do this every single time, by the way. Like, every time's different. She might be hornier one time, it might be easier. You might be able to literally just go straight in sometimes, if she wants that. But again, that's never usually your presumption. You should never assume that's what she wants. You should never assume she wants you to be rough and aggressive and go straight in and this, that, and the other, like porn, straight away. You should always assume she wants it gentle, she wants it slow, she wants it sensual, and then build her up to it. That's what you should always start off with, no matter what type of girl she is, no matter what mood she's in, no matter how horny she is, no matter how long you've known her for. Always start gentle, always start slow, okay? Now, the actual rhythm and the actual routine in which you kiss her neck and then you go down to her breasts and then you go down even lower and you go tease around her. You like the actual routine that you do it with can change. You don't have to do the exact same predictable, boring thing every time. In fact, you shouldn't do that. You should make it unpredictable. You should change it up. You should have fun with it. But the whole basic foundation of how you're having this experience with her should always be from a relaxed, composed, and I guess a gentle and slow and soft experience from the start. That's what it should always start off with. Slow, gentle, really fucking gentle. Like I ain't gonna show you shit, but like really gentle, right? Like you're basically just hovering. Really like teaser, okay? If she likes it rough, if she likes more pressure, if she likes, you know, that aggressiveness, you'll know when you get into the act of it. But to start off and just go straight from like talking to then just like chill the fuck out, bro. Like, you ain't feeling nothing. It actually probably hurts. Slow down. It's not fun, okay? Starting off gentle. She's naked. You're naked. You're touching her. You're feeling her body up. You're kissing her. You're talking in her ear. You're whispering in her ear. You're like pulling her hair a little bit gently again. Nothing too rough yet. Because if you're going straight in rough, the roughness doesn't have any value to it. It's just like you're just being aggressive. You have to set a clear polarity psychologically, emotionally, on a chemical level of this is gentle, this is rough. Because then she feels it. It's shock. Emotionally, it's stimulus. Oxytocin releases in the brain. It's a chemical thing. If you're just straight in there rough, it's like, do you know what I'm trying to say? The roughness isn't roughness. It's just aggressive. But if you're gentle and then you go rough later on, once you've built her up and you get to the level, I'm going to get to that in a second, when you should get a bit more rough, when you should get a bit more aggressive, etc. If you should even do that in the first place. It's like, oh, she feels it then. You know, because you were gentle before. There's a direct polarity between the two. So, but again, like do different things like that. Have fun with it. Just play around with it. Dominate her. You know, make her surrender to you. Consensually, of course. Fuck me. I don't know why I have to even say that, but you never, there's some fucking spastics out there. Consensually let her surrender to you. So she is loose now. She's relaxed. She's surrendering to you. She trusts you with her body. You're controlling her in a sexy, dominant way. You know, and you're just having fun with it. That's the basis of it. Just have fun, be enthusiastic, look like you actually want to fucking be there. Enjoy it. And as you start to build her up and she starts to get more relaxed, this is where we get a little bit interesting. Because there's different things you can do here, right? I will need to explain to you, first of all, the different types of orgasms, okay? This is going to be vulgar. This is probably the most vulgar part of the video. The first thing you can do, again, you're not going to go straight in there. Because it blows my mind. I'm talking to women, right? And they tell me, obviously now I'm in a loving, healthy, long-term relationship. But I've spoken to women before. And they've told me about sexual experiences and how guys act. And I'm like, this is not, like, what I do isn't normal. Guys are actually doing this dumb shit. What the fuck? Guys will just put it straight in, straight to sex, like penetrative sex, straight away. They haven't even touched it yet down there. Just put it straight in. Like, it's just dumb. It's just stupid, bro. So start with your fingers. Maybe you can give a head, right? You can start with your tongue. Whatever. But the point is, what I like to do, you can change it up, but you need to understand. It's all about understanding. It's not about routine and you have to do it like this, you have to do it like that. It's just about understanding what you're doing. Different types of orgasms. I'm just going to give you the bare basics, okay? You got the clitoris. You guys should know what the clit is, okay? If you don't know what it is, Google the clitoris, the clit, right? A little bean at the top, okay? That is full of nerve endings. It's sensitive, it's very nervous system stimulated, okay? That's one of the most intense orgasms you can give to a woman if you do it correctly. So you've got the clitoris, which is at the top and the outside, okay? That's the top. That's the first type of orgasm is similar to the male ejaculation, the male orgasm, where it's a build up and then it's a release and then it's sensitive for you. That's the same with the clitoris, okay? The difference is women can have multiple clitoris orgasms over and over and over again. There's no refractory period. The refractory period, if you don't know what it is basically after you as a man have orgasmed, you've ejaculated, your dick's kind of soft for a little bit. You can't normally go straight back up again, okay? If you're, there's the refractory period changes and there's different things you can do to minus that, and you can go round 2 again straight away. That's a video for sexual mastery inside of the School of Life. But that's what the clitoris orgasm is like. Of course, again, there's different types, there's different versions of it, there's different ways you can give that to her. But I'm giving you the bare basic shit. Bare basics is a clitoral orgasm, is a build up and then a release and then it's sensitive, okay? It's not like it's a build up, then a really, really intense good feeling, and then a build up again, and then it goes back to baseline, then you build. It's not like that. That's different. I'm going to get onto that in a second. So that's the clitoris, okay? I like to usually start with the clitoris, just because it's the most intense, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I like watching the woman that I'm with enjoy that too, right? It's really sexy for me, and it's sexy for her. And so many women have been like, oh, I'm not a clit girl, I don't like clitoral stimulation, I can't really come from the clit, feels nice, but I can't come from it. So many women have said that. Of course, I've changed that. And the reason why women say that is because they don't understand how their body works, because men have never given them that experience. But again, they've just never been relaxed. So of course, clitoral stimulation doesn't feel nice. They're not relaxed, they're tense. It's not gonna feel nice. It's like someone trying to give you a hand job, bro, when you don't want it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's weird. It just hurts. It's like, get off me. It's uncomfortable. It's the same for them. So you got to relax. You got to allow her to relax. And I guarantee clitoral stimulus, if you're gentle, because too many of you guys are fucking aggressive. I watch porn. Stop watching porn, you weirdos. It's easy. Shit's easy. Gentle. Everything that I'm telling you, you're going to start off gentle. Okay? Until you can see her breathing increase, until you can see her literally pushing her body onto you more to signal to do it harder or faster or whatever, then you can kind of test the waters a little bit. But it's all slow and sensual and gentle first, okay? So the clitoris, that's the clitoral orgasm. Again, I'm going to teach you all this shit so you can understand it. Then you have inside the vagina, right? Again, this is vulgar. I feel cringe talking about this shit, but I have to teach you boys, all right? You guys are going to thank me. You guys are going to have these women are going to fall in love with you. They're going to fall head over heels. They're going to be obsessed with you. You ain't going to be able to get rid of them, bruv. Okay? Then you got inside the vagina, okay? There's different pleasure spots inside the vagina. The most commonly known one is the G-spot, which is basically, I'm going to have to give you a visual demonstration so you understand. Sorry for the cringe. Sorry for anyone watching this. If you've watched 20 minutes into this, you're probably a real fan of me anyway, so you don't really care. Anyway, imagine this is the vagina. You're going to go in, and at the top, literally towards the front of the top of the wall. So if you almost putting your fingers up like this to the roof of the vaginal wall, right? Couple of inches in, at the top, touch that at the top. That's the G-spot, okay? It's not all the way down here. It's about halfway through, I'd say, is a good estimate. It's different, but around halfway through. That's the G-spot, okay? You have different spots. You got the cervix at the back. You got A spot, O spot. You got different spots. We're not going to get into that advanced shit. That's inside of the School of Life. The G-spot is a different type of orgasm. You see a lot in pornography and a lot of just like, well, I don't know why this is a common thing, but that's like the main way guys think they get girls to come is from the G-spot, right? The come here motion type shit. That's good, but it's not as intense or satisfactory as the clitoral orgasm. And simply because it just works differently. The G-spot orgasm is a buildup of pleasure, a really intense, almost like tingle, almost like just overall stimulus, okay? Then it's like it goes down a little bit, and then it just rebuilds again. And you can just do that over and over again. Build up, intense feeling, kind of like an orgasm, right? / ejaculation. It's similar to the male ejaculation. You can actually see, like, I'm not going to get too deep into that, but regardless, it's similar in that way in terms of when she comes, you can see it. Fuck me, this video. I don't even know if I'm going to release this shit, but I need to educate you boys. I feel like this is such a bad issue in today's market. No one understands this. Don't worry. I'll be the martyr to put myself on the line. So that's the G-spot orgasm, right? That's the one where you're like this. That's the G-spot, okay? Build up, intense feeling, goes down, build up again, intense feeling, over and over again, okay? It's different. You want to save the G-spot for afterwards, okay? Again, another mistake guys make is they're only focused on their own orgasm. They just forget about the woman, or they're just so brain dead and so egotistical they think they've made the girl come and they haven't. If you have to question it, you haven't made her come. Okay? If you have to think, has she came? Did she come? You haven't made her come. If she comes, you will know. You will fucking know. I promise you right now. So anyway, what I like to do personally, you can do it in different ways. Maybe you can go straight for the G-spot. Maybe you can just do the clitoris. Maybe you can do both at the same time. You can get creative with it, bro. Have fun with it. But it doesn't really matter what order you do it in, or how you do it, or why you do it, or which way you do it. Every girl's different. Every girl likes different things. But the basic, if you get the basic principles down, she's relaxed, you're gentle and slow and sensual at the start, you're taking your time with it, you're building her up. No matter what you do, whether it's G-spot, whether it's clitoris, whether it's penetration, she's going to enjoy it, and it'll be fun, and she will orgasm, okay? But you don't want to go straight in with penetration, and you kind of want to avoid going straight in with the G-spot too. Like, that's not really the go-to. The go-to, and the reason why I do it this way, is because it just works every single time with every single girl. It just works. It's always been the go-to. But you don't want to get predictable. So sometimes you do want to change it up. You want to maybe do head instead, or you want to like tease her a little bit more, or deny her orgasm. There's so many different advanced little tactics I can give you. But you want to just stick to this basic principle. Start with the clitoris. Even if she's not a clit girl, she will be after she's done with you if you take my advice, right? She will be a clit girl. And it'll be a whole newfound experience for her. She's never felt an orgasm like this. Oh my God, that was the best sex I've ever had in my life. That was the best orgasm I've ever had in my life. That will be the case for you with every girl that you meet if you follow this advice. You start off gentle, you start off slow, really, really, like you're hovering over the clit. You're not even fucking touching it, you're just hovering over it. She can feel the aura of your fingers, the energy of your fingers, the heat off your fingers, right? But you ain't gonna touch her yet. You're gonna really tease her around the outer layers of the vagina. Not even in between, not even inside, not even on the clit, around the skin on the outside, the external. You're gonna go around that with your fingers. You can tease her a little bit. Different things you can do. I'm just giving you my game real quick, right? Get her warmed up. Get her really fucking wet before you've even touched her. Get her basically begging for it. Then slowly and gently and sensually start hovering over the clitoris. And then go a little bit faster. Change up your rhythm. Okay? What I like to do at the start, again, cringe, vulgar, whatever, is start off with just circular motions. Really, really gentle, hovering over it. Really, really circular, gentle motions. Okay? Slow. Okay, listen to her breathing. Listen to the way her body like moves. Listen to the contractions of the muscles. Watch and feel the way she moves her legs and what angle she puts them at and everything. You can really tell a lot by just observing these subtleties. So pay attention to that. Once you realise that she's dripping wet, she's like already at that level. She's clearly like very, very turned on and very aroused. What the clitoris will do is it will kind of enlarge a little bit. It will basically just get bigger. You know what I mean? And more stimulated and more just aroused. Okay, then you're going to kind of put a bit more pressure on it. A little bit more pressure, a little bit more speed. Same, circular motions. This is tame shit. This is still like gentle shit. Okay, but a little bit more pressure, a little bit more of an oomph to it. She's going to start to feel that. Again, you're going to gauge how she's responding to it. You're going to see her breathing increase. She gets heavier. She's moaning a lot louder now, right? It's getting a little bit more intense for her. Great. Again, you're going to start to slowly pick up the pace with the circular motions. Once you've done that, and like she's fucking dripping for it, bro. She's begging for it. Her breathing's ridiculous. She's basically screaming in your ear. She wants it. Then, and only then, can you change from the circular motions to almost like a side-to-side type of rhythm. Okay, and you're gonna start to build up motion like that. Start to build up that motion. You're gonna start to build up the pressure, the speed. You're gonna start to slowly build it up. Okay, bro. When you start doing this, you keep doing that. You don't fucking change it. This is a big boy point. All right. If she's clearly enjoying what you're doing to her, when it gets to this point, side to side, more pressure, faster speed, she's breathing heavily, her body loves it, she's tensing, she's contracting, she's clearly very, very much enjoying it. All you need to do is just slowly increase the pressure a little bit more and the speed a little bit faster, and just keep doing that same motion, the same thing on the same spot until she finishes. That's it. Don't change it. That's like a girl giving you a blowjob and you get so close, or a hand job and you get so close, and then she just changes the rhythm. She changes the motion. She changes the spot that she's doing it on. Like, bro, it's annoying. And that's what it's like for her. She gets so close and then you fuck it up because you change it for whatever reason. Why do guys do that shit? So you're going to keep going. Just keep going. I don't care how tired you are, bro. Keep doing it. Get in the gym if you're tired. kind of pussy boy are you? Oh, my hands are tired, my arms are tired, my fingers are cramping. Fight through the pain. You're a man or what? You know, come on. Anyway, she's loving it. And you might be asking, well, how do I know when she's came? How do I know when to stop? You'll just know. You'll just know. Big build up. She'll almost hold her breath. She almost just won't say anything. She won't make any noise. And most guys look at that as a bad thing. Because, again, they watch porn. They think, oh, it's got to be loud and really, really high moaning. The more she's making noise and the more she's breathing, the less, well, I won't say the less. Don't take that so literally. But when you get her so close to orgasm, she doesn't breathe. She holds her breath. She tenses everything. Tenses the abdominal, tenses the pelvic muscles. All of it's tensed. She holds her breath. She's like, it's like that, right? As it's building. As you get to that climax, boom, she reaches that point. That's when she'll let out a cry. That's when she'll let out a moan. That's when she'll let out some noise. And it'll be like a build up, hold the breath, no noise, type shit. That's what it'll be like. You'll see it and you'll feel it. Even from a clitoral orgasm, bro, she'll be dripping all over your bed. Okay? You'll have a mess to clean up. You won't have to question, did I make her come? You'll just see it. Okay? That's the first thing. You'll visibly be able to like see it and feel it. It'll be dripping wet, it'll be soaking. It'll almost be like it's coming out of her onto your bed. Okay? Secondly, is it'll be sensitive for her on her clitoris. So if you keep like, once she's gone to that build-up point, once she's gone to that like contraction and then she's let go, and that has happened, if you just keep gently back to the circular motions around the clitoris still, see how she responds to it. If she's sensitive, if she's like type shit, you know, that's when you know you've done a good job, my friend. That's when you know you've done good. Okay? After that point, give her a fucking kiss or some shit, bro. Some aftercare. Right, that's her first orgasm. Congratulations, you've finally given her one orgasm. We're not done there, bro. We've got like 4 more to go, my G. All right? Don't think that's game over. You can come now like a good little boy. Chill the fuck out. Slow down. Cuddle her a little bit. Kiss her. Make her touch you. You know, keep her going. Enjoy it. Let her have a little moment. Let her have a little relaxation. Little moment. Give her a kiss. Talk to her in her ear. Tell her how sexy she sounds or looks or whatever. Do your thing with it, you know. But keep her in that mode. That's orgasm number 1. Okay? You can either let her calm down in terms of the clitoral stimulation, and you can go again. You can give her another clitoral orgasm. The second one's usually more intense and actually better than the first one. Or while you're waiting for the clitoris to calm down and desensitize, that's when you can go for the G-spot, what I talked about before. You can go for the G-spot orgasm. Again, different ways to do that. There's so many things I can talk about, how to make a girl squirt, like how to make her just normally orgasm, normally ejaculate the same way like a man would. There's so many different ways of explaining it. I can't really share too much on here. School of Life down below if you want to join for $1.60 per day. I will teach you this shit. Everything you need to know about women, the bedroom, out of the bedroom, everything is inside of my School of Life. That's when you can, like, you've already made her come. Okay, the problem with most guys is they don't make the woman satisfied. That alone, just that alone, will make her satisfied. But we ain't even going to end there. But even if you did that, as the bare minimum, that is enough to leave her like feeling satisfied after a sexual experience with you. She's going to think to that in her brain and think, yep, that was good. I was satisfied. I enjoyed that. Whereas most guys will never experience that because they don't make her come. They don't even understand what it is to like have a female orgasm. They don't get that. They just had their ego played to their whole lives. So with all of that being said, yeah, cool. Then you can like actually start having sex with her, you know, change her positions up. You can start having your own bit of fun, okay? Try to prolong the experience. That's my advice. You know, change your positions up if you feel yourself getting close. Sexual mastery courses down below to teach you how to control your ejaculation periods and everything else. But yeah, just change your positions up, be rough, go from gentle and sensual, make love to her, to rough and fuck her like you hate her, basically, you know what I mean? Change it up a little bit. And again, with the rough shit, like, if you're going to choke her, know how to choke her properly. You're not going to fucking aim for the jugular. You're going to go for the side. Same thing with pulling the hair. You're not going to fucking yank her hair out of her head. You're going to go from the back of the neck upwards, run your fingers up, grab the hair, then pull it back. So many little things I could teach you guys. Like, I'm just full of wisdom. But same thing, even when you're having sex with her. Like, if you've already made her come once, she's already pretty much in that sexual, like, animalistic mood. You can get a little bit more rough now. You know, you can be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more like pulling hair and slapping her ass and shit. Do you know what I mean? You can get a little bit more like that. But yeah, that's, I think, all I have to say for now. There's so much more I could tell you, but I think I'm going to keep that as the bare basics for now. You've made the girl come, great. You can kind of do what you want now. But ideally, you want to make her come at least 4 times, you know what I mean? Again and again and again. That's the first one. That's just the warm-up. Then you're going to go into the second one, maybe the G-spot. You can give her a little bit of G-spot orgasm, bit of penetration. Have fun with that. You can enjoy yourself too. And then maybe finish off with an extra clitoris orgasm. You know, have fun with it, bro. Just play around with it, enjoy it. I know this video was cringe. I know it's probably like awkward to listen to. Believe me, it was awkward fucking making this shit. Someone's got to do it. And who better than yours truly? Right? So anyway, if you want to join the School of Life, we teach you every single realm of life, from dating to the bedroom to sexual mastery in terms of yourself, to your financial life, your business, starting a business from 0 to 10K, all the different business models to pick, social life, manifestation, mindset, health, style, physique, everything is in there. How to live the best life on the planet. The School of Life is down below for $1.60 per day. Join today. Stop being one of these average nerds that are just getting left behind in life. Come and actually see what the good life feels like. All right? In a bit.